designed for commuting. Compared to the normal mode, Sport feels like you floored it, and Eco feels like it's offended you actually asked for gasoline.
I do have a gripe about the Eco button, and that is Eco buttons everywhere in cars all over the world. There's a leaf. There's little green leaves on this button. Leaves are not sprouting all over the earth because you used your Eco button.
I would never drive in anything other than Sport mode, which means my gas mileage would probably be about 30. Not terrible, but certainly not, oh look, you drive a hybrid.
It is neither all gas or all electric. It is an electric motor assisting the gas motor at all times.
So it never runs as a fully electric car, but what's most surprising is that your typical Honda 4-cylinder really has nothing down low. You've got to rev it into oblivion to really find the power. Because of that electric assist, the CRZ is the exact opposite. You've actually got pretty good torque right off of idle.
And that's what's making it a sporty, fun-to-drive little car. But as soon as you start pushing hard, it's gonna let you down. I feel like I'm wearing welding gloves trying to drive this car.
In Sport mode, the steering becomes a little heavier. Now it's artificial, the whole steering feel is artificial. But the car itself is so small, you can still sense what it's doing.
It's not sharp, and you won't be able to hang on to corners very well. It's honestly a little scary. You can upset this car like that.
Yes, it understeers, but if you really overcook it, you can get this car to give you oversteer, which is very strange from a front-wheel drive car, but plays right into a driver's instincts. It's not a surprise, you can tell what it's doing. I really like chucking this car around. Who knew this car could be this much fun on a twisty canyon road? Honestly.
This car is not going to hit all your hot buttons if you want a sporty driving machine. It's just not. It's also not going to hit all your hot buttons if you want a complete hybrid and feel like you're saving the planet. It's a mix of both.
This is a fun little car on these roads, and I wouldn't think so.
Honda has definitely struck a balance as much as they can. They want some sport, you want some eco. If you're wanting a mix of both, this car is really hard to beat.
So I'm actually really glad that Honda made this car, but I'm just not sure who they made it for. This isn't economical enough if you want a gas-sipping star, but it's also not sporty enough if you want a real surprising rock star canyon car. It is a good amount of both. That's a pretty niche buyer.
The Fiat 500. I've been wondering about this car.
This car's been in Europe for a few years now, and here it is, the reintroduction of the Fiat brand to